Do you know what the problem is with winning and winning a lot? The problem with winning a lot is that you start to believe that you are invincible. You start to believe that it doesn't matter what you do, you're going to win the games. And I think Pirates today versus Mamelodi Sundowns was let down not by any big thing that Mamelodi Sundowns did, but by the small little problems that were occurring during games. But because Pirates was winning, you became blind to them. On this here show, I came and I told you guys about the little different problems that Pirates have that are going to be exposed when you play versus bigger, better quality teams. Yes, it's one thing to do it versus Richards Bay. It's one thing to do it versus those type of teams. But if those little things keep creeping up, you're going to come into a problem. And this is what happened in this game. I was shocked by how naive Pirates was at some points during this game. And I'll explain why. I'm going to go through the things that I've been saying over the past few weeks that Sundowns just exposed. Pirates has no build-up play. The gap between the defense, the midfielders, and the attack is too long. And what they've been getting away with is being able to play a long ball to the wings or try build up the sides. Now, when you're looking at this game, and you've got Toki and Sibisi, and you're telling Chain to play the ball to these guys first, Cardoso reacted and said, okay, we're going to press you guys. We're going to put you under so much pressure that if we don't win the ball back from the press, we're going to win the ball back from your player trying to find the midfielder, trying to find the winger under pressure. Mamelodi Sundowns intercepted so many balls in that midfield, the lower part of the midfield. You look at the midfield itself here, Pirates. You already had a problem with Umbata there because Umbata was hiding. He didn't want to take the responsibility to come fetch the ball. But then you bring in Udlamini, who also is not somebody who takes the responsibility to come fetch the ball at the back. So what does he do? He goes up and you're left with Makaula. Now I thought that having Makhupa on the pitch, that they were going to play similar to what Hugo Bruce was playing when he was having midfield problems, where you play a long ball up directly down the middle to Makhupa to win the first ball. So that at the very least, you've got the ball into the attacking area and you've got three players who can possibly take advantage of that. In Tito, in Fukeng, in Hoto. But they didn't do that. And Sundowns was winning that ball back a lot. You start to see, guys, that the front three is basically, for a lot of games, they are not in it for most of the game. They pop up in moments. But you know what happens? You play versus Kukude, Hoto scores a free kick. Makaula scores a header. Makaula scores a header. Now they've bailed out your attackers. Bata scores a long range. Tito scores a long range. But when you watch the balance of play, when you have your front players there, they don't play the ball a lot. Sundowns knew this. Now I had said Makhupa would be great because he's got a little bit of a physical presence. And Sundowns struggles with a physical presence. If you can get the ball into that third, Abu Grant are not that strong physically. But Pirates still chose, even with that pitch, to try and play the ball in a way that they don't play the ball. They were casual. You know, for the Ribeiro goal, Dlamini tries to play a lackadaisical pass to somebody. And it's intercepted, Sundowns goes to score. Tito drops back with the ball, loses the ball. Guys, you have to look at these things. Let's look at another area. You know, I had said in my preview video that you cannot have both your left and right backs fly. You can't. because Mamelodi Sundowns is going to come at this game, and they've developed this incredible counter-attack that they're going to go and target CBC and Oki. And Makaula might be overwhelmed at times, especially on transition. What does Pirates do? Van Rooyen is inverting for some reason, even though he doesn't get the ball. Marco, the moment I saw Marco up the pitch, I knew that it was done. And again, what did Cardoso do? He brought in Reyners simply just for the ball over the top in behind. Now, Reyners, it didn't work out for him. But what that did, having Reyners on the pitch, is to have the trailing players. When Ribeiro Costa is running at your defense, you have to worry about Reyners, you have to worry about Shalulile. Shalulile, by the way, incredible work rate. Okay, so I know I stopped the video a lot, and a lot of you are wondering, why are you asking for money? So I wanted to show you. I asked for money because I want to do more of this. Huh? But the truth of the matter is that it took over an hour in order just to render that shot. And it takes even longer when I'm doing my normal content because, guys, here's the unsung hero of the channel. And unfortunately, Shem, but the screen is broken. I have to use a second screen and the performance is not up to it. So I'd really love to upgrade things like that. And when you look over here, this is what the setup looks like. Rehenga di patlo and rehenga di green screen, which is a reality of being a South African content creator. Also, this is what people think is my studio. It's actually my house. So if you still don't know that I'm doing all of this from my home, then I don't know. But that is essentially what I want to do. More of these cool things. But I need you guys to please help me out by donating 50 Rand or more into this account. You know, we're fighting for multi-choice. And for multi-choice, but there is subscription models all over the place. And I'd love to give the biggest quality while also being able to pay my rent and do things like that. That is where your money is going. And I promise to give you only the best content that I can if you do throw something in. So I just wanted to show you guys what I want to do with your money. I want to take this South African football and fulfill my dream of taking it into the future. But thank you guys so much. Remember, this is the bank account that you deposit into. Get back into the video. But anyway, you have to worry about those guys and Costa. You can't bite as hard as you'd want to bite. And this is where I don't want to hear about pitches and all of that stuff, because Pirates did this to themselves a lot of the time. And of course, there's the one I say every single week when Pirates plays and people don't get it. Pirates suffers. Yes, they suffer. Pirates plays games in the second half. Most of their second halves, they don't have control of the second half. And I've said here that Pirates will give you chances. It's up to you whether you're going to take them. Pirates will let you have clear-cut chances. But your finishing dictates what's going to happen there. And they met a team that takes advantage of all of the chances. They scored 4 goals yesterday. I'll scratch out the Gekana one. They scored 3 goals yesterday that were maybe missed by TS Galaxy. Open, Pirates at times. And what made me even more frustrated with Pirates was that even when things were hot, you're still trying to defend with 3-4 players. You're still pushing everyone else up. And you're getting shocked when Sundowns is coming wave after wave after wave after wave after wave. I thought Jose would do a lot better in this game. I thought he would be he would be smarter in the way that he approached this game. But it felt as though Pirates was thinking to themselves, we are going to slay this dragon. And we're going to run forward and push and try and you know, play our normal game instead of respect. Guys, like it or not, last week he respected Kaizer Chiefs. If you're gonna respect Kaizer Chiefs and not respect Mamelodi Sundowns, what do you think is going to happen? And I just want to speak to Cardoso. Again, showing that he's a cut above, knowing how to plan for the game. Reynolds was in not by mistake. I still think Matthews would have done a lot more damage. Reynolds was in not by mistake. The luxury that Sundowns has is they can sit people and still have a front three that is incredible. Ribeiro Costa is the best player in the league. Lucas Ribeiro Costa is a player that can make things happen on transition. So if you don't respect that, you're going to be hurt by Mamelodi Sundowns. This game was more, I know I've spoken about all these things. The pitch, I don't care too much about the pitch because both of the teams were playing on that pitch and one team adapted. Now it is a home game and it's home ground advantage, you could argue. But at what point do football players, coaches and analysts go, okay, we can't play a certain type of football. The short passes are not working. So that's something we do a lot. But in any case, we've spoken about the pitch. We've spoken about all of that stuff. But I think Sundowns was more prepared and Sundowns was more respectful of this fixture. Sundowns studied this Pirates team. And I think what got into Pirates' head is that Pirates thought we were going to play the exact same way and win this game. And it was never going to work out that way. Now, luckily, at this point of the season, Pirates has done so well to build up that foundation. So hopefully going forward, you start thinking about some of the issues that you have. For Mamelodi Sundowns, again, what an adaptable team. What an adaptable, disciplined team. Coach Cardoso is doing something at Mamelodi Sundowns. And if we're not aware, if you don't see the danger of that man's ability to change things, you will be caught out a lot. This 4-1 wasn't a fluke. The fact that now they've scored 11 goals in the last 3 games is not a fluke. And teams are going to have to try come up with an answer for this Sundowns, which is looking scarier by the day. I told you guys about silent killers. I told you guys about coming into games thinking that this Mamelodi Sundowns is weak or beatable. And I'm going to throw my own hat into this because I did not expect this to end the way it did. But Sundowns shows again they're cut above the rest. And Pirates must not fall into the same trap that Mamelodi Sundowns has fallen into over all these years, where they do things and they win versus the smaller teams and they win versus not all of the league, they win versus the league. And they take their little errors into the Champions League and they get beaten. This is the same trap that Mamelodi Sundowns falls under when you start believing your own hype. And then your own hype is what kills you when you go face teams that are better, that are well prepared, that have a certain bit of coaching quality. Let this be a wake-up call for Pirates. For Mamelodi Sundowns, guys, Miguel Cardoso is still unbeaten. You can't say too much about that team. They press with a passion. Peter Shalulile has come back and being incredible in that team in terms of the press. They were up for yesterday's game. They squashed Pirates at every single turn. And I think for them it was just restating that, guys, hello, we're actually the best team in the league. Yeah, we went through our problems, Kabo Mangob and all of that stuff, but hello, don't sleep. The gap is opening. The gap is opening. Well done to Mamelodi Sundowns for a complete dismantling of Orlando Pirates. Coach Cardoso wins this round. Coach Cardoso wins this. I wanted to see who was going to win between Jose's planning and Cardoso's flexibility. And Cardoso's flexibility won out. The two best coaches, Cardoso is the best coach right now. Ribeiro is the best player right now. Sundowns is the best team right now. Let's hope that the Pirates doesn't invite friends. Barre losing invites friends. One loss invites others. But well done to Mamelodi Sundowns. I'll see you guys on the next one.